Hey everybody, Sean Cummings here at the Gourmet Grill for Uptown Grocery, and today I'm going to work on a dish from kind of the late 70s, early 80s, but it was a pretty well-known restaurant dish, and it's actually delicious, just not that many people sell it anymore. It's a stuffed boneless breasted chicken that's stuffed with cream cheese and spinach, and it's absolutely delicious, and really if you got a younger palate, it's really nice to eat, and it's pretty simple to make. So stick with us, we'll be back with you in a minute. You'll need a few essentials like spinach, cream cheese, and chicken. All right, and the topping over it is going to be honey mixed with a little bit of red chili. It's delicious. Well, so far this morning, I really kind of have the kitchen to myself, so I've got all my goodies set up over here, so this might go a little quicker than usual. As I said, you'll need boneless breasted chicken. You got your spinach, and you got your cream cheese, a little olive oil to cook in. Now, we're going to throw the chicken a little bit of flour with some Cajun spices, and I'm going to top it with a little Parmesan cheese. And then we go over the other things you'll need for your sauce, a little red chili flakes, and some honey. And I like to wear gloves for this dish just because I'm dealing with raw chicken. Sorry, but that's really the deal. Now, I've got my chicken. We'll throw a little bit of our cream cheese right here, and literally it's been salt and peppered. And we're going to shove some of the spinach into there, basically into where the chicken is. And this is what you end up with. Really pretty simple looking item. We're going to fold that over, and then we're going to skewer it. And I've got these big old skewers. Quite frankly, they're bigger than I need. And cutting them may be the easiest way to do it. Make sure none of that wood gets into anything. So we're going to turn it this way. Now, if I had a mallet, I would pound this and I wouldn't need to use a skewer, but I don't. So we're going to use two big old skewers so we can find them when this is done, all right? And literally like a needle and thread, in and out like that, okay? And yes, I know that looks unattractive. But then we're going to mix our flour mixture. You remember, it had the Cajun spices and the flour. So we're going to get those two mixed. And literally roll our chicken into that mix. Nice and simple. And it's going into a hot pan with some olive oil. So I'm going to make a couple more of these. Substantial amount of olive oil in here, maybe 4 tablespoons. And I'm just waiting for that to get hot. And then I'm going to throw my lightly floured chicken in there. And then it's going to go into the oven after I brown. And you want your oil hot, but not too hot. And then flour side down, obviously. Once again, flour side down so they don't stick, and then we're just going to brown them and into the oven. Okay, so now, just get ready to turn these over a little bit. And this is restaurant style. You're going to brown on one side, into the oven they go, okay? Here we go. And that's at about 375 degrees, and I'm assuming it'll take about 30 minutes. Now, while the chicken's cooking, let's go ahead and make our sauce. Now this sauce is really simple, and it just depends on how spicy you want something. I'm going to put honey, a little bit of red chili flakes, and a little green onion for color in a bowl. And then the green onions, and we're just going to stir this. I mean, this is late 70s, early 80s food. It's not really very complicated. Okay, now these have been cooking for, I'd say, maybe 6 or 7 minutes in the oven. But what I want to do is switch them over. This is going to be the side that we serve with. And I want to put Parmesan cheese, sprinkles all over here. And they'll cook a little bit while that's in the oven. They'll make this gorgeous light golden brown, okay? Back into our final product coming out of the oven. Now I slid it a little bit to make sure it was cooked all the way through because I haven't made these in years. Now I've got to get those wooden skewers out of there. We'll get these put over on our pan, and I've got to get those wooden skewers out of there. And pull, and you can get these out pretty quick. Just don't. And now let's get our sauce over that chicken. Just going to drizzle that stuff on. Now, this was like the Vietnamese sweet and spicy sauce before Vietnamese sweet and spicy sauce existed. Now really this is about a 4-step item to make dinner, and it's absolutely delicious. One of the lost items from the 70s and 80s. For these and more recipes, uptowngroceryco.com. Thanks for joining us.